Hi, my name's Eric. Welcome back to my channel. Let's talk about Billie Eilish. Today, she's releasing No Time to Die, the theme song for the upcoming Bond film of the same name. I'm here to give the song my first listen right when it comes out and to break down the lyrics. Before I dive right into the reaction, let me know in the comments down below what your favorite Billie Eilish song is, and please subscribe to be here when I post new videos every week. Without further ado, this is No Time to Die. Okay. The blood you bleed is just the blood you own. This definitely feeds back into her own discography. Yeah, this definitely sounds like a Bond theme. Wow. Wow. Yeah, this really nicely mediates Billie's style with the style of past Bond themes. I like that she's singing with her full voice around now. I like the slow build. Oh my gosh, that was like a full belt from her, wow. Yep, wow. And immediately I want to go back to the start, mostly to hear how she goes from the smallness of her voice to that really big brassy moment around the bridge. That was really cool. It did sound very much like a Bond song, but Billie preserved a lot of her own lyrical themes, and it did sound like it could almost fit, I'd say, on her most recent album. So she opens by saying she should have known she'd leave alone. This, I'm pretty sure, is about sort of like the James Bond lifestyle. Relationships are hard when you are in that sort of dangerous situation all the time. You can't really trust people. So that also weirdly ties back to a lot of the themes of Billie's music about loneliness and isolation and sort of skepticism about relationships. She says the blood you bleed is the blood you own, which makes me think of like relationships. No matter how close you are to someone, you're not like sharing literal blood. You will always have to be your own person, and that's sort of what her voice on this song is discovering. You know, I felt like we were a unit, but I had to realize that I still have to figure things out for myself and, you know, bleed, suffer for myself. She says, you are my life, but my life is far from fair. Again, it's the nature of this lifestyle that makes it unfair. It's impossible to have a trustful, loving relationship. And again, I think of Billie's own lifestyle right now, how she talks in interviews about sort of the drawbacks of being a celebrity, and how it can impede her relationships with the people close to her. So there's another interesting parallel between the sort of James Bond lifestyle of isolation and alienation and the celebrity lifestyle. On the chorus, she says that she fell for a lie and that this person was never on her side. Again, it's not possible to trust someone. You can only bleed your own blood. No one else is going to bleed for you. You can't really, you know, have that close of a relationship with someone in these circumstances. And then she sort of waves it away, sort of self-deprecatingly. She says, fool me once, fool me twice, of course bringing to mind, you know, shame on me after the second time. She says, you know what, that was my fault, I shouldn't have trusted you, now I've just got to figure things out and move on with my life. And so when she says there's no time to die, she's saying there's no time to bleed or to suffer. I don't have time to be heartbroken because I need to move on and be, you know, James Bond or Billie Eilish. On the second verse, she says, I let it burn, you're no longer my concern. She's leaving this in the past, she's letting it go away. But there's a catch, and she says, faces from my past return, another lesson yet to learn. And so she's saying, you know, as much as I would love to get past this heartbreak, it's not totally realistic because people who have hurt me in the past keep showing up. I can't totally escape my past. Another interesting line is paradise. Between the fire and paradise, I see sort of heaven and hell, which is a pretty common image. So I think what she's saying there is, you looked like paradise to me. You were this temptation that drew me away from what I really needed to do with my career, or, to help other people or myself. It turned out actually just to be an illusion. This paradise was lost. So those are pretty much all of the lyrics to this song. It's pretty short and compact, which, like I mentioned, I think will make it really re-listenable. Like I also mentioned, her vocals on this track, I think, span kind of a wide variety of the tricks that she has at her disposal vocally. She employs, of course, her very dramatic vibrato, especially when she sings more quietly, and then as the song builds, she becomes brassier and more bold, lets less air through, and with those sort of belted notes, I think she's going to take a lot of people by surprise, and I think it's also sort of fulfilling the expectations of a Bond song. We expect Bond songs to be sort of more Broadway, traditional pop oriented, so, you hear someone like Adele or Sam Smith on a Bond song because they are both, very bold, brassy vocalists. I would already anticipate this song getting Oscars attention next year because basically every Bond song gets attention from the Academy, and I would not be even remotely surprised if it won, because I believe both of the last two Bond songs won the Academy Award for Best Original Song. So Billie, I think by this time next year, will be halfway to an EGOT, if I'm being totally honest. I really enjoyed the track. I think it's very in line with Billie's brand, and also a nice sort of sonic and technical expansion of her toolbox, and I am always excited to see what she does next. As always, please subscribe to be here when I post new videos every week. Thank you so much for being here, and until next time, that's it.